Bringing spooky stories from all 50 states. Today we're talking about Indiana. Before it became an empty shell of brick and ivy, the Central State Hospital was one of the largest psychiatric institutions in the Midwest. It opened in 1848 as the Indiana Hospital for the Insane, a sprawling complex of red brick buildings, laboratories, and underground tunnels that stretched for acres just west of downtown Indianapolis. For decades, it was considered progressive. Then, as the years passed, overcrowding and neglect turned into something darker. By the early 1900s, Central State housed more than 2,000 patients, men and women suffering from everything from depression to epilepsy to things we now know aren't mental illnesses at all. Treatments range from experimental to cruel. There were hydrotherapy tubs, sensory deprivation cells, and treatment wards that staff quietly called the dungeon. In the 1920s, the hospital also opened up the pathology building, where doctors performed autopsies and kept hundreds of brains preserved in jars for study. When the hospital finally closed in 1994, many of those jars, still labeled with names and numbers, were found abandoned in the basement. Even today, people who visit the old grounds talk about the strange heaviness that hangs over the site. Some say it's just history, others say it's something else. Security guards, construction workers, and ghost investigators who have entered the remaining buildings report the same eerie signs. Footsteps, doors slamming, lights flickering, and a faint murmuring like whispers. A guard in the early 2000s said he was doing a nighttime patrol when he heard a woman crying. He followed the sound through the hallway until it stopped at an old locked ward. When he looked through the window, he swore he saw a figure standing in the corner. Long hair, white gown, just watching him. Today, most of Central State's grounds have been redeveloped. Some of it turned into apartments and medical campus, but the pathology building still stands, now a museum. The air inside is cooler than outside, even in summer, and you can still see the old instruments and preserved brain jars, some marked only with initials. It's quieter than a horror story. The echoes of lives that were never really understood, still pacing the halls of a place that was meant to help them. That was Indiana. If you guys liked the video, please like and comment. If you want your state put on the list to go next, please comment below. And if you have any spooky stories you'd like to share with me, please DM me. Thanks for watching.